This is Rogers TV, London.
Welcome back to Daytime here on Rogers TV and our website, rogerstv.com. Want to welcome Carrie Earle to the show. Carrie is the Executive Director of the London Speech and Language Centre. Nice to have you back here.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Yeah, tell everybody what you do and about the centre.
Okay, I'm a speech-language pathologist, and London Speech and Language Centre is a private clinic founded in London, and we've been around for a real long time, close to 30 years now.
What do you do?
We assess and treat and consult on communication disorders in adults and children.
And can you tell us what some of those would be?
Articulation disorders, people who have had strokes, acquired brain injuries following car accidents, language-based learning disorders, reading and writing impairments. So it's really pretty vast.
So what happens? Does someone get a recommendation to come in and see you, or how do they get to you?
We often get referrals from doctors and pediatricians, but we also have families calling directly because we're a private clinic and people have health insurance benefits that sometimes cover a portion of our fees. So we see people directly when they call.
I would think that when people come in and see you, it could be a very challenging time for that person if they've gone through something, I would think.
It's nice to know. I think in the case of people who have sustained injuries as a result of stroke or car accidents, it can be a very traumatic, sudden change in function. And I think that's when you realize how devastating it can be. But children can also be born with impaired skills.
As you were describing that, I was thinking of my uncle who had a stroke, and he's in Hamilton, and he went to a place similar as yours, and they really helped him. And it was, he still has a bit, but it was really amazing, and he just loved where he went so much.
Yeah, and it's very satisfying work because you can make a huge difference in a person's life. And I think when we intervene early, when we can identify problems early in children and provide the treatment that they need, we can circumvent a whole lot of problems in school and
well, you got stuff. You brought stuff.
I do.
May, we should mention, May is National Speech and Hearing Month. And on the web, by the way, londonspeech.com, and we'll give you the address where you can find Carrie coming up in just a little bit. But you got stuff. What do you got?
I wanted to, first of all, present you with an award.
All right.
Because you are an excellent listener and speaker.
Well,
and I thought that I would
very
give you
much. I like
that award.
Someone say I'm a bigger speaker than I am listener.
And I wanted to mention that there's all kinds of information on the web that people can access if they want information on how to get that information. We have awards and door knockers and all sorts of things.
Londonspeech.com, by the way, is that website.
Yes. I know that you are also a radio guy.
Yes, I am. I do the morning show on Fresh FM, yes.
And I thought I had a little bit of a quiz for you.
Okay.
Kind of like Mind Grind, but
maybe Mind Grind's a contest
not
that we
quite
do.
so hard.
Okay. Well,
and I thought I'd see if you could answer 5 questions about speech and language real quick and real well.
All right.
How about that?
All right.
Okay, so
there was no rehearsal on this, by the way.
Not at all.
Okay.
We're surprising you completely.
All right, okay.
In the spirit of increased awareness.
Okay.
Okay, in the recent Irish film Rory O'Shea Was Here, the lead character, Michael Connolly, played by Steve Robertson, has mobility and severe speech problems because of what condition?
I don't know.
Cerebral palsy. Okay.
Okay.
Good try. What do Winston Churchill, Charles Darwin, James Earl Jones, Mel Tillis, and Tiger Woods, as well as Bruce Willis, all have in common?
Hearing, I believe.
Well, that was a good try. They all stuttered.
Oh.
Did you know
I
that?
didn't know that.
They did. Okay, in the 1989 film My Left Foot, based upon a true life story, the main character, Christy Brown, cannot speak but expressed himself through what 2 forms of communication?
I will say signing, and I don't know the other one.
Do you know what? That might have been a 3rd form.
Okay.
So we'll give you that. Poetry and painting.
Is that right, eh?
Yeah, and I'm just going to do, is that 4?
That's 4.
That's
and I'm doing terrible, but I'm
You're
learning
doing
a lot,
all right. You're
but
doing
I'm learning
all
a
right.
lot, though.
Okay, the movie A Fish Named Wanda
Yes.
would not necessarily be a popular movie among people who
I see
blank because of its negative depiction of their speech problem.
Oh,
What
he
was
stuttered.
Stuttering
He stuttered,
again, right?
yeah.
Good job.
Jamie Lee Curtis, I remember that
Good
movie.
job.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
last one. In the movie Diamonds, Kirk Douglas plays a boxer who has had a stroke. In this movie, he receives professional help and falls in love with his
Therapist.
Yes.
Doctor, therapist.
No,
Yeah.
speech therapist.
Speech therapist.
Oh, yes.
Whew,
So there you go.
that's good.
I think you did okay. We
Well,
give you a door knocker.
Well, okay, I tried.
Okay? Thank
but
you.
This is the thing. You're here, and I'm sure people go through this, and then they learn a lot, like I just did, because it affects so many.
Yeah.
So we're just about out of time. Now you're on Fanshawe Park Road East.
Yes.
Okay, whereabouts? Just like a landmark for people.
Just the other side of Highbury.
Okay, fair enough.
On
Yeah.
the south side of the street.
How long for you there?
Since 2000.
Yeah. And what brought you to work there?
I used to work in a store, a health food store, and
Yeah.
there was a gentleman that used to come in. This is a way, way long time
Yeah.
ago when I was a teenager, and he stuttered terribly. And I was just so interested in learning about stuttering that I read everything I could and made all my decisions about post-secondary based on learning more about that disorder and becoming someone that could be of assistance to people like him.
So people can get in touch with you.
Yes.
They can call. The number, everybody, is 519-642-7370. And the website's londonspeech.com. Listen, Carrie, thank you so much for being here.
welcome.
I love your enthusiasm when you come here. And it's just great to see you. And thank you for
Okay.
sharing that, all right?
You're welcome.